Pace car tucked away behind the turn 3 barrier, so we are ready for 200 laps. Elliott's Chevrolet, Buescher's Ford on the front row, and 17,000 fans on their feet. The Cookout Clash is underway. Great jump for Chase Elliott. Now Reddick's job is to find a hole and get inside.
Yeah, and that's where you got to start making a decision. You know, do I want to try to hang on the outside? And Reddick thinks better of it and just finds a spot down low.
Single file back to Joey Logano in 7th.
Everybody trying to get in position, get in a situation where they can ride. Those cars on the outside, watching Shane Van Gisbergen right there. Everybody's trying to get down, ride a single file, and get sorted out. A long race ahead of us.
We talked to Noah in our pre-race show there as you see him up on the outside of Kyle Busch, and a little bit of tire smoke, but that seems to be the norm as we go around Bowman Gray Stadium, tight quarters. But I'm really excited to see Noah as he goes through the year. I felt like his progression at Stewart-Haas Racing was really good as a race car driver. Oh,
whoa! Kyle Busch around. That was Van Gisbergen.
That's right. That's right.
Gregson to Busch.
And he better get that relayed, because this retaliation could be different to the wrong guy.
Athletic building. That is Suarez in the middle of this. Let's see how it unfolds. Here's why we're under caution. Off turn 4.
Ooh. Run out of real estate. Right in front of the leader, Chase Elliott, too. That's how fast things happen. That could have wiped your leader out. So close.
See the 9 up the hill a little bit.
Oh, Bell gave Buescher a bump, and Bell got bumped by Briscoe, and here comes Hocevar inside, 3 wide with the 77.
Well, here's where it gets tight off the corner.
And for the lead.
Just like he passed Reddick on the outside.
Clinton, you and I were talking about this as the commercial was happening. We watched Denny on the outside of Reddick, and you see him racing Chase Elliott here for the lead.
Chase is moving him up the racetrack more than his team, or his driver Reddick did.
But this is something that Denny Hamlin could do at Martinsville. He can go places that other guys can't. He's just got such a good feel for these flat tracks and gets his car working to where it'll do things like this.
He also, he got moved. Chase Elliott ran him way up the track there. He's still on the outside. The other thing he does, though, as part of that equation, is saves his tires. Deep into these runs, always look for Denny Hamlin to be there. He might go through him this time.
Yeah, Hamlin drops in second, right up against Elliott's bumper, lets him know he's there. Reddick in third, Buescher in fourth, Keselowski and Bell. Four to go to halfway when they come past start finish.
There he is, looking to the outside again.
He's got a good run this time. There you go.
There it is.
Surprised
Hamlin
him.
puts it to the inside.
Got him looking.
They trade paint. They're dead even at the line.
Showed him that outside. Boom. Dove to the inside.
It'll be 2 to go this time to halfway. Elliott looking back on the inside. We've got a new leader for the first time today after Elliott led 97 laps. Denny Hamlin pulling away, and now Tyler Reddick to second. One lap to halfway. After everybody cycled through the start-finish line, we'll see the caution flag and the halftime break. Blaney has made his way into the top 10 after starting last. And there is the caution flag. Chase Elliott led 96 laps. Denny Hamlin has been out in front for the last 4 with Tyler Reddick in tow. We are halfway in the clash in Winston-Salem.
Hocevar moved Christopher Bell way up the racetrack. You're going to see a retaliation.
Logano
I knew it.
got Bell, got Hocevar, wall.
Told you. Saw that one coming.
There's a look at it right at the start-finish line. Here they go into 1.
Slid him way up the racetrack.
Yeah, and Logano knew right there. He just backed off. Well, he got into the back of the 20.
Yep.
He was moving back down in there, and
you'll see Hocevar go down because he knows he's got to defend himself because he's going to get hit. But
all right, here's Christopher Bell's radio.
22 just shoved you there. Wasn't nothing you could do. All right, take care of it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that.
No pressure behind, and they drop in single file. So now on the outside, Bubba Wallace trying to get past Shane Van Gisbergen and challenge Bell.
You have to be careful. We've seen it time and time again. When you fill that hole and fill that gap and slide in there, it really stacks them up behind you.
Chastain gave a little bump to the left rear corner of his teammate, but could not capitalize. Chastain in the 1. Suarez up the outside against Cindric, and that may put all 3 Trackhouse cars together here if he prevails. Turn 2. Larson and Byron both trying to come up from the rear and getting together, both spinning in turn 2 at lap 116.
Leaders coming here underneath of me.
Hendrick Motorsports led the first 96 laps of this race. Chase Elliott. And a lap ago, Byron got squeezed up toward the barrier out of turn 4, but
yeah, that just looked like the 19 into the back of the 77 into the 5. Yeah, I think Ryan Blaney is the car that.
Oh, turn 1. Keselowski goes around off the front bumper of Bubba Wallace. Hocevar spins. Bowman spins.
As soon as they get by, you can go back here.
Did you see Blaney get into the throttle right in the center of the corner? His ability to be able to throttle and carry speed through the center and keep turning, that's where he's making all those passes.
Brad Keselowski was moving up well through the field, up to 6th place. Looks like he's going to head to the pits. And here's a look.
He tried to fill the hole right there, and Bubba Wallace said, sorry about that. getting go time here, and we got to go.
That's what I was saying about doing that earlier. You have to be careful and mindful. Just because you're clear right there, you stack everybody up and they push them, even if they were not trying to. Everybody else behind them pushes them into you.
And that is the aftermath.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you try to fill that hole, you have to slow down a little bit, and the guy behind you is coming forward with his momentum, and it just winds up in a situation like this. Look at Larson's head.
Chris Buescher takes the fight to Hamlin on the outside. Elliott to the inside for the lead.
Hamlin slid up, pushed him high there, and opened the door up for Elliott on the bottom. Look who's right behind them on this bottom, guys.
Ryan Blaney.
Wow, he is there.
But Hamlin is just too strong. Elliott gives him a bump. They're still side by side.
And this place is going crazy.
As they should. A lot of racing left here.
The guy that these front two guys don't want to slip up and let by is that 12 car, because you see Chris Buescher sideways behind Ryan Blaney right there.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace gave Buescher a shot to move him out of the groove and try to get underneath. Hamlin keeps storming back on the outside. Chase Briscoe out of the race, steering issues. And Elliott pulls away, single file for the moment. Elliott, Hamlin, Blaney, then Buescher outside trying to hold off Bubba Wallace, but he can't get down to the inside.
And this guy right here, Tyler Reddick, you know, he had a bad cycle there on the restart, fell back 5 or 6 spots, and now he's just settled in 8th and hasn't made much ground.
Joey Logano's getting a little impatient with Bubba Wallace here. This is for 4th place.
Well, he's running out of laps, Mike.
Right.
He knows that he's got to make something happen if he wants to put himself in contention in case this caution comes out. He's got that higher entry. He's got the front bumper working to the back bumper of Bubba Wallace's car, but he's got that Denny Hamlin line there on the entry.
He's definitely wanting around. A lot faster right now. Cannot find a way around that car. You can see him trying to outside, swoop back in, get underneath of him. You're going to have to move him, Kevin.
Yeah, quickly.
A bit of muscle there as Logano gets into turn number 3. It looks like he is going to take over the 4th spot. Chase Elliott has just lapped Kyle Larson, his Hendrick Motorsports teammate, who creates just a tiny bit of log jam there for Ryan Blaney, and it results in a 2-car length deficit for Blaney.
It's a good
once they clear.
Good timing pass there.
Yep.
See how it goes so far. I don't think it'll be as easy getting around that car.
I still like how Blaney's car wraps that curve. It looks better, but you know, I think
it's hurting his drive.
Yeah, with the exit of the corner, is that 9 can just get a straight exit and good drive up off the corner. They definitely have made Chase's car last a little bit longer than it did the first run.
Yeah, it's kind of two tails, right? Blaney rolls the center into the center a lot faster, and Chase is able to capitalize on the exit on the throttle, which is prevailing, obviously.
Coming to 14 laps to go of 200.
At some point, Chase is going to get to a car that's not a Chevrolet. Seems like every car he's lapped so far has been a Chevy.
Yeah, good point. That would be Todd Gilliland,
yes,
just 2 cars ahead, and then Josh Berry ahead of him. Kyle Busch next in front of the leader in the number 8.
And Kyle Busch has just had a rough go at it this weekend.
Well, Well, it's been a tough weekend for Richard Childress Racing in general. 2 Dillon boys did not make the feature. And Kyle's had difficulty. Okay, Chase moves by, and Busch moves in front of Blaney, who moves him.
Goodness.
Had
Hold on to it. That was close.
Yep. Coming to 2 to go, Daniel Suarez, the next car ahead for the leader.
Blaney drove that thing in there.
Yes, he did.
He's throwing Hail Marys now.
Suarez just moved aside for Elliott. Now Blaney is going to have to move the 99 to get by. White flag, 1 lap to go. Suarez gets out of Blaney's way, but it's too little too late. Chase Elliott into turn 3. Off of turn 4, Chase Elliott, Rick Hendrick Chevrolet win the Cookout Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Fantastic job.
Go, boys. Awesome job. Appreciate y'all.
And that was flawless, Clint. I mean, from start to finish of the weekend, that was just a
Full execution.
full execution.
Ryan Blaney officially 1.3 seconds back in second. Denny Hamlin third. Joey Logano fourth. Bubba Wallace fifth. Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, rookie candidate Shane Van Gisbergen, and Chris Buescher round out the top 10. And the real winner are these fans, 17,000 strong. They packed in here, 40% local ticket buyers. They came from 44 states to see NASCAR's best put on a preseason show. I think they got their money's worth and then some.
Kevin, I think he's using the wall to keep him going around there. How about that? Yes! That's a burnout.
Well, this was a great event from top to bottom, like you guys said. But, you know, I think that these fans here also have taught a lot of fans around the country how you watch and cheer for a race, because these people know how to do it. Thank them all for showing up.
Well, Chase Elliott, he was all smiles before you got in this race car. I think you were feeling the vibe here, but that race for you, you start on pole. Denny Hamlin didn't make it easy for you. Ryan Blaney didn't make it easy for you. How did you navigate that so well, especially with all that lap traffic?
Yeah, first off, just thanks everybody for coming out. Y'all made for a really fun environment for us, and you know, we don't race in stadiums like this, you know, so just really cool, and I appreciate y'all making that moment special for me and my team. This is awesome. You know, I know it's not a points race, but it is nice to win for sure, and just really proud of our team for you know, just continuing to keep our heads down and push forward for sure. Had a tough race. Ryan kept me honest there at the end. You know, Denny was really good there at the second half of that break, and I just felt like he was kind of riding, and I was afraid to lose control of the race and not be able to get it back. So yeah, fortunately it worked out. You know, a great way to start the season. Huge thanks to everybody at Hendrick Motorsports. A lot of hard work over the off season. Napa Auto Parts, Chevrolet. We have some great partners, and excited to get to Daytona. It's a great way to start the season.
You mentioned the fans. They're so passionate. I know they were yelling for you guys the whole race. What do you have to say to them? Bowman Gray and the Madhouse finally getting to witness you guys race here.
Well, y'all deserved it. I hope it was a good show for you. Just, you know, this environment is special, and this is a place that has, you know, had deep history in NASCAR, and I think they deserve this event, you know, truthfully. And I hope we didn't disappoint. It was fun for me at least, and we'll hopefully come back here one day.
That's Chase Elliott. He wins the Clash at Bowman Gray.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.